I know that at some of these events like this, it's a question in a lot of people's minds exactly what it is they're going to be seeing or hearing. So I should tell you that when I had two events in my life. One was the trombone that I can attest to in terms of the defining moments of my musical career. The trombone was a demonstration of the fact that it's possible to love music and devote yourself to an instrument and be completely wrong at the same time. I was not made for the trombone, and few people are. If the trombone is your calling, you're going to have a lonely life, and if you have a good trombone, it'll compensate. But I don't think it'll completely solve all your problems. The other was a visit I made when we were living in Cheyenne to a concert. I say a visit because it was another country that opened in front of me, and it was Spike Jones' orchestra. My next door neighbor had brought me there, and if you're not familiar with Spike Jones, and this was at the tail end of his career, he made up an orchestra composed of instruments like lint traps and plumbing fixtures and things that greatly resembled trombones without ever achieving full trombonicity. And I was sitting up there, I was a violin player at the time, thinking that this was just beneath me. I was also about, I don't know how old you are in the third grade, but that's where I was. I was old enough to be a complete snob and to be rejecting what really was virtuosity. If you can play a melody on a lint trap, you are no small event. And while this was going on and I was rejecting it, aren't those lights strange? I know. No, I like it. I like it a lot. I just wonder how rewarding your work feels to you right now. But it's great. I like show business. And it was the guy at the Spike Jones concert that brought me here tonight. He was the clarinet player in the band, and he ran across I heard this large, loud, very convincing scream. And a guy ran across the front of the stage with a clarinet through his head. And I was sitting up there with my neighbor, who I called Uncle Pete, thinking, I want to be him. I have never seen anything that moved me as much as that guy's head with a clarinet through it, and the dedication he had to the experience, and that he was willing to share it with all of us in a gymnasium in Cheyenne, Wyoming. So I would like to say that if you're unfamiliar with what I do, that I am the guitar equivalent of a guy with a clarinet through his head.